All right. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? How y'all doing? Welcome back to Uncle Beno's channel. I hope you're having a fantastic day. Yes, today is a beautiful day. It's a Thursday right here in the city of Austin, Texas. And I guess it's Thursday where you live, guys. All right, welcome back to another fantastic show on Uncle Beno's channel. Yes, it's Uncle B and the Real Fam. We're going to dissect the untold story behind the deportation of Adeola Fayehun. All right, I see my people in the building already. Yeah, welcome. We're going to be very, very fast on this one. Yep. We're going to try to see if we can wrap up all this in just 1 hour. Let me just shout out to everybody. Let's see who else is in the show. Instagram. All right. I'm trying to set things up here real quick. I got so much going, but as usual, we're going to get through this somehow. I never know how it will be, but we will get through them. Man, very dark man. I'm seeing very dark man on my TL again. Very dark man waiting to happen again. Anyway, this show is not about very dark man. This show is about my sweet sister, our own fantastic sister, Adeola Fayehun. I believe you have all seen the video where Adeola Fayehun explained how she got deported. And some people actually came into my inbox and they asked me a couple of questions. More importantly, they just wanted to know my take and my thought. They want to know my take, my thought about the Adeola Fayehun deportation. I watch it. It's interesting. In fact, I watch it twice and I just think that, okay, I think there is something here that we need to explain to our people. How many of you here knows Adeola Fayehun? First off, let me welcome our real fam. I see you, my sister. Just a minute. Hold on, guys. Hello? Sorry for that. When you are doing plenty things at the same time, that's what it be. All right, my sister. My sister Debbie. How are you, Debbie? How you doing? I hope you're having a blast. All right. Mr. Dio, welcome, sir. Comfort Adagri, welcome, mama. My Bilber, what's up, mommy? I like how Biba say, good morning, real fam. Good, Biba, are you in the United States? Biba should be in United States because it's morning right here. Okay, it's 12 now. So anyway, how are you doing, Biba? I hope you're having a great week. Mercy Kendra, what's up, mommy? All right, so Adeola Fayehun got deported, and oh yeah, Biba is in Canada. No wonder we be same. But they fight una for Canada. Una they drag my president. You, Misty Marriott, you are all dragging my orange haired uncle. Una not even the pity am at all. Oh, thank you, Biba. I'm glad to have you here, my sister. Always. Biba, may we never enter this argument. Biba say he started it. I know that man's a bit fine trouble, Jerry. Anyway, let's have this show. Let's have it. Please. Because this is gonna be a 1 hour show, do me a favor. the like button real quick so the algorithm can pick it up. All right. I got a lot going on, but I'm a man of my word. When I set myself up to accomplish a task, I always make sure I stay focused on it. So today is officially day 40. Is it 43 now? I think today is day 43 of my 45 days live show. So even though I have a lot going on, I still make sure that I want to complete the target I set for myself. So for you younger folks, if you are trying to attain success, you're going to learn how to be committed to whatever goal or target you set for yourself. So that's why I come live every day. But by my policy, even if everybody is busy, nobody to watch, I'm still going to do the show anyway. So we want to talk about Adeola Fayehun. And without wasting your time at all, we're going to get into this. So please, we will link this to our ongoing series, How to Be a High Valued Married Man, because there are several aspects of Adeola's story that if you think deeply, you will see the elements of marriage, element of husband and wife working together. You will see element of a man and a woman who actually fell in love with each other and they are there for each other. I've told you in marriage, there's always going to be challenges, there's going to be battles, there's going to be things you don't foresee that's going to pop up out of nowhere. And when it happens, your strategy, if you have been following our High Valued Married Man series, you would have heard me spoke about fighting together, having a family strategy to tackle anything that comes your way. So Deola's story is a compelling story, and I love the way Deola breaks it. You know, Deola is one of the fantastic storytellers out there. When it comes to this social media space, the people who tell stories that the moment you click on their video, you're just going to stay glued until you watch it all the way to the end. I think if we pick Nezeville, Deola should come second when it comes to storytelling. Oh, they are doing amazing job. So Deola told a fascinating story. Some people would have been crying telling that story, but I guess, you know, Deola is our girl. She's a very happy sister. She was telling that story, even while smiling. I can see the kind of pain and the trauma she went through in that story. And that's why I think if we come here and we go through her story together, we can both learn from it. So while I am analyzing what Deola went through, I'll also try as much as possible to identify the lessons we can take away from her story. I see you, my honey babe, Onyika Sola. Me, I like to call you Onyika Sola. And I see my own beautiful troublemaker sister, Didi. What's up, mommy? All right. Let's get this story started. Okay, so you know I don't like to play other YouTubers' video. I believe majority of you might have watched Adeola's story and you would have heard everything. I guess the only thing is my perspective. You haven't heard my perspective, my view about the story, and some hidden aspect of that story that Adeola did not want to talk about. I think I'm in the right place to point those hidden aspects of that story to you guys. The true reality of the story. That's what we're here to discuss. All right. If you have watched that story, drop a 1 in the chat. Real quick. If you have seen that story, how Adeola Fayehun got deported, drop a one in the chat. You know how we roll, Rufam. You know we are doing it together. All right. So let's start with that. Drop a one in the chat. If you have watched the story, drop a one. If you haven't watched the story, drop a two, so I can do a 5 minutes recap and we can all be on the same page. But if you have seen the story, drop a one. Now, wow, many of them never see the story. Egbele. Nah, man. What are you people been doing? You people are not online. You are not on social media. Eh? Many people have not heard the story. Are you kidding me? Didi, I trust you, Didi. 11111. Didi, the INEC, I trust you. I know say you don't hear the story. All right, Sister Debbie, you've seen the story. Good. Wow. What are you people doing? Egbami. It be like saying only me they do a proco for social media. Honey Babe say it just dropped yesterday. Yes, Honey Babe, it dropped yesterday. Wow. So you people are not interested in how a whole Adeola Fayehun got deported. Thank you, Olanike. Olanike, I've seen the story. You see? Low baton. So now we they supply story for you. Now no go they watch story. No sabi do aproko. Now wow. Anyway, that story, the video is just 44 minutes long. It's not a lot. But when you listen to the details, it feels like a 2 hour story. You know Adeola now. Adeola is very, very detailed. You know, that's one of the things I love about her. She always took her time to, you know, structure her story, and she hardly left anything out. But you know how Adeola they talk, like play, like play, like play, like play. That's why that story is just 44. If I have to tell that story go reach like 3 hours. But let me give you the summary of the story. All right, here the intro from Adeola.
Deported. It's a really long story. It's a roller coaster story, actually. So please bear with me. First of all, this will make better sense if you watch the first part of the story titled My Crazy 40th Birthday. You can pause to watch that right now, or you can watch it after. That will answer a lot of your questions. And if you can watch this video till the end, you will be happy that you did. I know it's really long. No vex. So after having Bobo in the summer of 2023 and going through all those pregnancy complications, I made a video about how I almost died from internal bleeding and blood clots. Victor thought I needed a real vacation. And because we were moving, we thought, let's just wait till my birthday and do everything together. So we thought, what better way to enjoy life than to go on a 7-day cruise? Actually, I think it's 8 days, getting on a massive ship, 18 stories, enjoying all kinds of live shows, Broadway shows, dance, unlimited entertainment, unlimited food from several restaurants, stopping in Rotan, Honduras, Costa Maya, Mexico, Consume Mexico. Woo, child. Thank you, Daddy Otena Ikebaliwe, for recommending a cruise. I was sold. So each time that a friend would ask, Adeola, what are you doing for your 40th birthday? I would say, oh, we're going on a cruise. So, and we started hearing things like, okay, then we're coming with you. And we were like, wait, what? So after a number of friends expressed interest in going with us, we thought, okay, let's just tell our other friends as well, so that they will know that this is what is happening for my 40th birthday. In case you guys don't already have a vacation plan for next summer, so that you will not see that we went on a cruise with some friends and it will look like you were not invited. And before we knew what was happening, 46 people, close friends, had registered to go on the same cruise. These people paid their own way from different parts of the world, from Canada, from Mauritius, from Nigeria, from different parts of the US.
All right. Please go and watch the full story on Adeola Fayehun's channel, okay? Out of respect for what it takes to create content, I'm not one of those YouTubers that like to use other people's content to make money or to promote their channel. I don't do that. So what I'm going to do is I will summarize the story for you guys, and then I will pause here and there just to let you see what was really going on. Okay, let me see. I'm looking for some of the crazy part of Adeola's story, but anyway, let me summarize what went down for you guys. Are we ready? Please, I just checked the like now. We have 16 like. Help me hit the like. Help me hit the like. This is a very good story that I believe everybody will learn from. And that's why I decided that, okay, let us do this story today. So here's the thing. And shout out to you, Adeola, if you get to see this. All credit is to you, Adeola. You did an amazing job. I'm always proud of you, my sister. I'm that brother you have from afar. Okay. And trust me, you are a blessing to humanity, Adeola. God bless you for all the work you do. And God bless you again for being vulnerable to tell us this story. A lot of popular Nigerian celebrities, they won't tell you they got deported. They will say, that is shameful. They will conceal the story. But Deola, I believe Deola told that story for two reasons. Number one, she told the story so people can get to understand that sometimes, even when you have the most fantastic plan, when you think you have dot your I's, you have crossed your T's, everything is perfect, things can still go wrong. Yeah, something can go wrong. And I think Deola tell that story again to shine light on the reality of what Nigerians are going through. And we Nigerians, we failed to admit it. We are still doing our shenanigans as usual. And that's why I think, all right, then let me just address this real quick. So here is the story. Adeola planned her 40th birthday. And if you have been following Deola's story, you knew that when Deola had her baby, her first baby, she went through a lot. We almost lost her, but the Almighty God we serve came through for her. And Deola have a very wonderful husband. If you are looking for a couple that they are both one, not two, Deola marriage should be a shining example to a lot of young men and women out there. So Peter was gonna, Victor, Deola's husband, was gonna throw her a fantastic 40th birthday party. We all do that. I remember when my wife hit 40th, I also threw her a fantastic party. We have to go to where did they call her? Saying a location party. I be with him that one safe. Yeah, now they describe all these things. So I have to take my wife to lake. There's somewhere called Lakeway around here in Austin. Now rich people now then they live for that side. All those people where they get billions now there they stay. So they have this resort, fantastic resorts, yachts, everything they there. So I have to take my wife there too. So when immediately she was saying, "Oh, Victor wanna throw me a party," I knew he's 40, so it's gonna be loud, it's gonna be superb. And the people recommended to them that they should go on a cruise. Now, that's another fantastic idea. Even me, I want to go on a cruise. It's just that I have a very God help me with my mind. I've watched a couple of cruise accidents, and anytime anybody recommend may we go cruise, my mind go just talk say, if this thing go capsize, Titanic. So, but all the people that usually go on cruise, they will come back with fantastic story. And I think it is one experience everybody is supposed to have. So they planned the journey, everything was perfect. And they were supposed to take off from Galveston, Texas. Sister Ify, you say you are with me. So Galveston is actually like 4 hours from where I am, and it's more closer to Houston. So they planned everything. And guess what? When they get to boarding, when they got to the place where they're gonna board the ship, everything was okay. All the people that were going on the cruise with them, they are already checked in. And when it was time for Deola and her husband to check in, they left their bag. The bag where they have their laptop and passport, they left it behind. It was in one of the vehicles that conveyed them to that location. And even though they have boarded online, they have checked in online, everything was in place. Here, when you are going on a cruise ride, it's just like when you want to travel with a plane. Okay, because cruise usually takes you to several countries. So, and they have to check you in. You have to be checked in with your passport and everything. So because they don't have that bag, they couldn't check in. And all their guests, about 40 something of them, have already boarded, waiting for Deola and her husband. So while they were at it, they were trying to find where they left the bag, everything. Deola said before then, when they were like getting out of the vehicle that brought them there, her husband asked her, "Oh, where is the bag with our laptop?" Deola said, "Oh, it's taken care of. We have everything." Only for them to realize that they left the bag behind. Now, the place the bag was is like the bag is in Katy, and from Katy to where they are boarding the ship is 1 hour 30 minutes drive, and the ship is going to sail. Now they beg the captain. You know how Nigerian, how we do our things now. All those one, they are guests that are already on the ship. They came together. They went to meet the captain. They begged the captain for the captain to wait for Deola to come in. The captain was gonna like consider them, but there was a problem. There is tornado coming, and tornado no be moi moi. So the ship have to sail before the tornado will hit. If the ship waited and the tornado hit, it can lead to disaster. So they have to go. So the captain can't wait. So that is how Deola and her husband miss the ship. Then some of the people that came with them, Sister Rose. Oh, thank God, Sister Grace. Sister Grace, yeah, have watched it. It was like a full life experience, but the way she presented it, I gave all glory that we can still smile in the midst of storm. Absolutely. That's why I said if I have to tell that type of story, it will take like 3 hours. But Deola did all that in 44 minutes. So, in a nutshell, two of the families that were supposed to go with them, they did not board. They said they were going to stick with Deola and her husband, and then they have to come back to lodge in a hotel. No clothing, nothing, and their children, their kids were with them. Long story short, the tornado hit. It was devastating. The breeze, the storm, the rain, everything. So next day, I think next day or the day after next day, they decided they were going to board that same cruise at Honduras. Okay. Yes, they have already checked in, Sister Ife. So they said they were going to board that same cruise at Honduras. So they flew from Houston to Honduras. And that is where the main story started. When they get to Honduras, they have to check you in now. If you have traveled, for those who they travel, they know what I'm talking about now. So when they got to Honduras and they were checking them, everybody presented their passport and everything. Immigration now, they will ask you question. Why are you visiting our country? What is the purpose? How long are you staying? Who are you? What do you do? Everybody presented their document, their passport, and Deola, because they later got the bag with the laptop and everything and their passport. So they presented everything. Nothing was wrong. Everything was fine. The only problem is they said Deola cannot enter their country, that they have to deport her. Why? She's carrying a Nigerian passport. That was the problem. She has a Nigerian passport and she is a United States permanent resident. She's not she's not a citizen. I think we did a show here one time, and this past week now, when I was bragging, I'm telling you guys that you really don't know the power you have as a United States citizen until you step out of America. When shit is going down, that is when you will realize how powerful it is. All right. Yeah, it was in Honduras that actually interest Ify they don't really have much problem in America. She explained it. When they got to Honduras, that's when they told her that she needed a visa to come into their country, because she has a Nigerian passport. Now, shockingly, when they were leaving United States to go to Honduras, nobody told her that, hey, you need visa to come into this country. You know, because sometimes when you go to places like all this Mexico, all these South American countries, they don't really stress you out. Now, simple thing. So far, you are a permanent resident or you are an American citizen, you can fly. Except for few countries. Most countries, they don't frown at it. And the reason they don't frown is because sorry, they are doing some work in case if you are hearing some noise. So the reason they don't frown at that is because when you are coming to their country, you are coming to spend money. You are a tourist. So they want you safe. They know you are not coming there to stay. But in this case, I guess the Honduras immigration, they just want to, that particular woman, their boss, she just wanted to flex her muscle. So on getting there, they told Adeola, you can't come in. And they explained to them that we are not coming to Honduras to do anything. We just want to catch up with our cruise. Please, the cruise is just like 10 minutes away from the airport. But the woman no agree. Why? Adeola is not an American citizen as at that time. She is just a permanent resident. And two, she is carrying a Nigerian passport. So that is where I am going and the reason why I'm doing this show. Please go and watch the full story on Adeola Fayehun's channel. Let's get into this conversation. In everything Adeola narrated, the ordeal, what they went through, the treatment. In fact, when Adeola got to the point where she was saying that at the point the children needed to drink water, that they refused to even give the children water. Like, that thing, they made me vex. And that's why I'm giving Adeola a lot of credit. The way she tell the story with grace. Although Adeola explained that she dey para. And I can't blame her. Me hearing that story alone, that you are so mean that even children, you can't even be human. What point are you trying to make? Like, what exactly are you trying to prove? Anyway, go and watch the full story, draw your own conclusion, but this is where I'm going. This is the untold story about Adeola's deportation. If you are a Nigerian and you get to watch this video, here is what I have to tell you. Nigeria image is terrible all over the world. I know we Nigerians, we are so proud of ourselves. We always give ourselves credit, you know. We hold our head high up. Our shoulder is always like this. Everywhere we go, we always should say, we full grant. Here is my message to you. As a Nigerian, the moment you step out of the shores of that country, bear in mind that there are people who don't like you. People you have never met in your life. People you have not done anything. You have not wronged them in any way or manner. People who are just so mad based on the fact that you are a Nigerian. In Adeola's story, Adeola emphasized severally that every time they encounter this problem of checking in, checking out and everything, the other people that they were traveling together, they don't have problem because Adeola's husband is an American citizen and a veteran. The children are American citizen. The two family that were traveling with them, they are also American citizen. So as an American citizen, you get better treatment. But the moment they found out you are in Nigeria and you have that green passport, you will experience discrimination, racism, Anything at all, they will throw it at you as a Nigerian. That's why I keep saying that for those of our Nigerians that continue to hype all these politicians, governors, senators, oh, don't you know him? He's this, he's that. When those MFs step out of the shores of Nigeria, they are a no freaky body. The only thing that gave them special recognition or treatment is the money they have stolen and they want to go and waste in the country they are going to. Even a server, a hotel worker that is serving them, they throw nose for their head behind their back. Are you feeling me, guys? As I don't know what you people are worshiping about Nigerian politicians and all the nonsensical thing they are doing. No, I am telling you right now, they are all a non-entity. Nobody give them any ounce of respect once they are out of Nigeria. Because Nigeria have this terrible image. So I see honey babies in the building already, and I'm going to share the link for anybody who wants to contribute. My take is that as a Nigerian, the hidden story, Adeola did not really paint the bigger picture in our story, is that you ain't shit if you carry Nigerian passport. He pay me as a talker now. I've experienced it myself. I have my own first-hand experience. But I just want us to look inward and start looking at how we can hold these so-called, I don't even want to call them leaders, these so-called political jobbers, how you guys can hold them accountable, call them out so they can begin to fix the image of Nigeria. In my personal experience, when I was traveling to Nigeria the last time, I have my American passport, I have my Nigerian passport. But because I just wanted to visit for 3 weeks, I applied for travel certificate with me. When I was leaving, all the way from even our airport here in Austin to every other places that I went to, nobody gave me headache. Until I boarded the flight that took me to France. That's why I usually don't criticize people if I don't have first-hand experience with them. The few hours I spent in France, Paris, just to get a connecting flight to Nigeria, tells me everything I need to know about French people. I'm so sorry. French people are also treating Nigerians as if we are trash. We got there. It was during COVID. They were checking in other people. They asked Nigerians to line up. We lined up all the way. Very long line. Because we are going to board Air France. And then they started checking. They are as corrupt as the Nigerian officials that are there in that airport that day. Maybe they are not like that, but that was my personal experience. They were profiling people. And then they were working with the Nigerians officials there to scam people. They get people to be paying money right there. At that time during COVID, you can't travel without your COVID test. It was mandatory here in the US. I did my COVID test. I did everything. And everything was okay. We got to France. We want to board Air France to Nigeria. And this drama started. People started paying. You didn't do your test? And people are showing them that they did the test. I stood on the line because I've missed Nigeria. I said I just wanted to feel, that Nigerian vibe. I stood on the line. When I got to the front, I showed them my COVID test, everything, all the papers, the clearance, everything that I have with me. And they started this drama with me. I'm sorry, you can't board the flight. You have to pay to Nigeria embassy this. You have to pay for another COVID test. You have to. I'm like, what the fuck are you people talking about? I did my test in the United States. You see the doctors know, you see everything. You saw my clearance. Nalayo, you know why? Because I presented my green passport. And they were like, can you come here? I'm like, I'm not going nowhere. I'm boarding this flight. You have no reason whatsoever to hold me right here. Because of my Nigerian passport, the Nigerians, stupid Nigerians, about 4 of them. They did it like, I'm sorry. You have to move this way. Next. I'm like, I'm not moving shit. Okay, we have to call the security. And so now, then call the security and see what I'm gonna do. I will put you guys in trouble. And then when they say I no move, they begin to call their guy, they call another guy down come. That one was saying the same bullshit. And I say, okay, sir, can you give me a written note with your name, with your badge, everything, that you want me to pay for a test done in American lab, American hospital? You want me to pay for another test? Can you sign it? Then I didn't know the French people, they are that terrible. Not all of them, but the few ones that I encountered that day. Then they started talking in French. And I'm like, okay, these people want to do bullshit now. The next thing, I reached into my bag, I presented my American passport. Guess what happened? Immediately they saw my American passport. The guy, when they call, when they behave like, say, something entered in head before, say, oh, okay, can I talk to you for a minute? He now carry me to the side. And I say, we're sorry, you're going to Nigeria and there are some new regulations we have to observe. That's what happened. I'm so sorry. He speak French to one of the banks. The next thing, that's how I boarded. And many Nigerians were still on that line. Some of them did not even follow us that day. The same thing happens when we got to Nigeria on arrival. If you carry American passport, British passport, you get your own line. You Nigerians that you carry Nigerian green passport, now so that line go they jam packed and busy. Again, I say I want to experience Nigeria. I go queue for Nigerians line with my green passport. Now, so the immigration way they there, they were all doing rubbish, looking for bribe, frustrating the living day light out of everybody. I get there. He looked at my DC. He saw my travel certificate. He saw everything. Nothing to hold me for. He said, okay, you have to go to my colleague. My colleague will attend to you. I moved to the colleague. That one do no. Yeah, he said, okay, you have to see the other guy. I know. Now bribe that they find. When I now reach the last person, I now tell that one, say, look, why are we like this? Why? You people have been passing me from one person to the other. And there is no reason for you to even hold me 1 minute. What is going on? You get one woman. You got women self, they're worse for Nigeria. When you see them in that uniform, they are as terrible as their male counterpart. One woman comes there, she to immigration, and she comes and say, sir, can I talk to you? You are just coming in. You can just, now, at least, even if not cook or something. And I'm like, it's not supposed to be. Actually, I'm an American citizen. Then fiam, I bring my American passport, come out again. Immediately, congratulations. That was terrible. So when they saw my American passport, they're like, oh, okay, let us check you in with this American passport. The American passport not even carry visa. Now you won't check me with passport with no carry visa, which is wrong in the first place. Anyway, that's just my own personal experience. The untold story behind Adeola Fayehun's story is that Nigeria has a terrible image. Our passport don't represent shit. Even in Africa, our passport only get recognition over 5 countries. All other countries, they better the passport. So when you see a Ghanaian, you see a Tanzania, you see a Kenya, you see all those people, if you be Nigeria, carry your body, come down. Our image no good. Let us tell ourselves the truth. Their country has far better reputation than us. That's just what it means. That's my rant. Honey babe, no verse. I just wanted to get that off my chest. Honey babe, how you doing, sister?
Hey, hang on, sorry. How are you?
I'm good.
Yeah, I think there's two issues in regards to this. There's a conversation about, because of the corruption and the perception of Nigerians and Nigeria as a whole, that is the reason why there is this preconceived notion of Nigeria, and that is why whenever you show your passport or whatever you show, say you're Nigerian, there's this kind of disdain and disrespect. There's that issue. And there's the issue of, I think, as much as I do like Adeola, I think that it's, it could have been a clear case of doing your due diligence. I went to Mexico, and it's not hard to Google and find out what visa requirements you need as a UK citizen. Do I need a visa to go to Mexico? I did my due diligence. So I think, as much as I have empathy, she should, especially being a blogger and a YouTuber, she should have done her due diligence. In that respect, it's not hard. If you have a Nigerian passport and you have whatever, it's not hard to find out what the visa restrictions are if you're going on a cruise. So I think there's two conversations. Going back to what I said before in terms of Nigeria being looked down on, it's nothing new, mate. It's nothing new. And I think people need to understand the reality and the perception people have of Nigeria as a country. You hear people talk about the corruption and everything. I have colleagues, whenever I say I'm Nigerian, they don't believe I'm Nigerian. Obviously, I was born here, but obviously of Nigerian heritage. Oh, you're not like a typical Nigerian. I get that all the time. And unfortunately, this bad rap and bad reputation is going to follow us until us as a people realize that we are tired of being viewed up in a very negative light, and we need to do something about it. So I do agree that blame it on the politicians, but who voted for them? Yeah, who voted for them? Is it not the same people? So yeah, it's the hypocrisy of it for me, because like I said, people are quite willing to be paid to vote a certain way. And then you want democracy. And then when you get democracy, and when you now vote based on what someone can do for you, you're now disappointed about what's going on. So I think it's a case of really looking into yourself, that you as the people should have voted better. In that respect. And I think people in the diaspora and in Nigeria need to conduct themselves in a certain way if they want to dismiss that narrative that Nigerians are corrupt, Nigerians are troublemakers, Nigerians are this or that. I think that, we need to look inwards and take accountability of that. If you're misbehaving in certain areas, whether it's an airport, on the streets, at work, there is going to be this narrative that Nigerians are a certain way. And if you want to dispel that, then act accordingly and behave in a certain way. So I think a lot of what's happening in terms of the bad rap that we get is our fault. And we need to take accountability for that. Do you understand what I mean?
Absolutely.
So I can't, that's how I feel. And definitely it comes down to the people. Like I said, I'm in the UK and I voted for Labour. I have to take accountability. That was the worst mistake of my life. And I know what to do next time. I'm just being real. But I just think personally, it's all very well blaming the politicians, but who did you vote for? And like I said, I am not very familiar with Nigerian politics, but from what the little coverage I saw around election times, you could give people bread and a few things, and you can buy people's votes. Like I said, in America, the civil rights, black people fought for the vote in America. Do you know what people went through? And us as Nigerians, we get the vote and we give it away on absolute nonsense, on a bag of rice. I mean, it's ridiculous. People need to understand there's other countries in the world where there's no democracy and people are praying for democracy. Nigeria has its own issues, but you've got some type of voting system where you're allowed to vote and you basically give it away for a bag of rice. It's ridiculous. And then you wonder why there's no change in the country. So I think we definitely need to look inwards. And it starts with me and you. It starts with us, changing the way we behave, changing the perception of the way that people look at us. And when it starts with us, it's basically carry forward. It's the case of let's all make a change. Let me as Honey Babe behave in a certain way. You as Uncle Benno behave in a certain way. Then it's a trickle effect all through Nigerians. And once that is done, hopefully the narrative will change. But all this kind of indignation, shock, and horror. What did you expect? You know, the way we behave is really, really bad as Nigerians. And so
Terrible.
I think maybe this is the litmus test to say that, you know what, we're tired of people thinking bad about us. We need to change. So I think it's all of us need to look in ourselves, because us as a collective, whether I was born here, we're all Nigerians, whether it's through my parents, we're all Nigerians as a collective, and we need to change the narrative and behave better.
Thank you.
No
Thank you,
problem.
honey.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Honeybabe raised a very valid point, and that is why I said I captioned this show as the untold story on why Adeola Fayehun was deported. Adeola happens to be the one who paid the price, and I've seen a couple of comments here that really make sense. Thank you, everybody, for your participation. Vicky, I see you, Vicky, real space. You're welcome. Okudayo, what's your take, real quick, sir?
I actually want to add upon what my dear sister said.
Honey babe.
First and foremost, shout out to every family in the house. Good evening, and hope you're having a wonderful day. On this issue, I 100% stand with my sister, but I want to say one or two more things. The way back is not only about the citizens, okay? Even the citizens are doing enough, because you and I, we are doing our best to project Nigeria in a positive light. But as a nation, they will see us as individuals, they will see us as a nation. Until the change is national. When I say the change is national, until we don't have corrupt leaders, until we don't have corrupt government, until we don't have this corruption image hovering over our head as a nation, other countries will never take us serious. Individually, Nigerians may be good, but even our being good will not be seen until there is a national or there's a kind of a national focus that shows that we are really upright. Let me give an instance. It's not as if all these nations that we are talking about they're really good like that, but because they have a national perspective that is seen to be just and to be fair.
In another room, just to make sure that
America, UK, and all these other countries that we are talking about, they have their own bad elements too, and we have that. But because their nation is being viewed on the general globe as okay, this country are okay and they are good, but Nigeria on the general scale we are not. Now, what is the way forward? Number one, those people that have put us in this bad light, the politicians, the drug dealers, and all these other bad places that have came out. I mean, that came out from our countries to spoil us and spoil our names and all. Many of them have international passports, one that are not from Nigeria. Some of them have they have UK passports. Some of them have this American passport. After giving us a bad name, they've gone to purchase all these other international country passports that they are using. Meanwhile, we, as we are indigenous Nigerians, that we don't have the means to do that, we are the one facing the brunt most of the time. When they want to travel out, they use their other passport to go out of the country. So, but when we are talking about solutions has to start from within, as you said, and we have to do something. We need the whole world to see Nigeria as a good state, as a good country that other nations can trust. But I bet you, it starts from us, as you have said, but we need to take it national. That is, we need to take it to the top, so that from the top they will see that, okay, Nigeria is no longer living under any corrupt practices, or they are no longer corrupt as a nation, they are no longer condoning evil practices and all. Once other countries can see us like that, the perspective will change automatically. That's my take.
Thank you, Mr. Dio. I appreciate your take. Excellent point right there. Auntie Grace, you cook my travel well. In fact, most of the Real Farm members that I know, they travel a lot. So, and I believe you guys would have experienced some of this discrimination one way or the other. Auntie Grace, what can you tell us about this Adeola situation, man?
Good evening, Uncle Benno. Good evening, Honey Babe, Mr. Dio, everybody around. Good evening, everyone.
Hello.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, I did put in the chat. I said, even when you want to travel from the UK and you don't have a British citizenship, you want to go to America, that is when you see the kind of shit that you will face. the way they look at our passport, Honey Babe said maybe the way we behave. Some of us behave all right though. I think like Mr. Dyer said, from the top, the corruption, the way they look at us from the top, I think that is the problem. And then coming to like, oh, don't say your birthright because of a bag of rice. Even when we vote right, they will still rig it. So they need to start working. We need to start talking like people are talking now. VDM is doing, people are talking. If we can get the right people that we voted for into power, and then see the kind of change that will come. Because people that have been ruling now, we've not been voting them. They put themselves there for their own selfish interest. They do all sorts of rubbish. And these other countries that are dealing with us the way they are dealing with us, they see us from what our leaders are doing. So this is how I see it. It's really, when I listen to what Adeola went through on this trip, apart from actually, like Honey Babe said, do your due diligence. I think she did. She checked it out online on the internet, said you can travel. I think she checked and it was okay. And they passed through the security and everything. It was okay. Before you go through security, a country that you are not allowed to enter will always bounce you back. They were not bounced back. Everything was moving perfectly. Like I said, I don't know what she went through. Like a normal Nigerian will say, oh, in nothing, give God the glory. You don't know what God is preventing. That trip was like a trip from the air, because from the beginning, how she even looked for the passport that was somewhere, and a lot of things that she said, up to when she now met this woman who ordinarily would have allowed them to even get into that cruise. And she said, it's like our brothers dealt with this woman before. Maybe she had a relationship with the Nigerian brothers. There was a lot of things. That was how I said, the way she told the story with grace, it was like there was something about that trip from the beginning to the end. But eventually, she's telling her story because she got her British citizenship. That's why she's telling that story. So for what we experience, what we face, because we carry Nigerian passport, is a lot. The moment you are able to escape through that, you're like, oh my God. When I got my British passport, it was like, but now I don't even know the value anymore. You understand? But if you are not there, you try to travel, what you face, the chain on your legs and on your hands, because you have Nigerian passport, it is something we need to address. Adeola had triggered this. I think from time, Uncle Beno, you guys need to address it. Let's start talking about it. Because the recognition is something that I can't even imagine.
Honestly, man, it's so crazy. Shout out to you, MB. MB, how you doing? MB say exactly, if it was an issue, the airline will not let her travel. Yes, I wanted to. I bring this in because I saw a comment earlier. I think somebody said, "Oh no. When Honey Babe was addressing it, Honey Babe said Adeola should have done her due diligence."
Yes.
To make sure if where she's going is free or something. One thing I know about American airlines, any airline in America, if you are going to a country that requires a visiting visa, they will not check you in without that visa. So I don't know. Maybe they knowingly checked her in because of all of them. Victor, her husband, and the beautiful children, they all have American passport. So maybe the person that checked her in America here too, knowingly checked her in, knowing that she's carrying a Nigerian passport. Because I know in America, never, it doesn't matter who you are. If
Okay.
the country
Sorry.
visa,
Yeah, I'm actually Googling it, and it says for Nigerian citizens looking to travel to Honduras, securing a visa prior to arrival is mandatory.
Yes,
This is me on my laptop right now.
And there was also a chance of getting visa on arrival. She was also
Let me have a
denied that.
look. No
Exactly.
problem. Let me mute it and let me double check that. I'll come back to
Yeah.
you.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, honey babe. Yeah, I think what's going on is that I think for Americans, they can get visa on arrival, not Nigerians. And it comes down to everything we have been saying so far. Shout out to my sister Marriott. You know, Marriott is just like honey babe. They go bring her 100%. So it's just like Marriott said in one comment. I don't know if I can find it now. We Nigerians, we have ourselves to blame. We have gazillions of issues that we have created that literally put security agents at alert. Anybody, any official we want to deal with, it doesn't matter among us. Like I've said on multiple occasions, the people that are giving Nigerians bad rep, they are not even up to 10% of our population. But those few that give us this bad image, they are the loudest because they are the one the media will carry. We Nigerians too, when these people issue comes up, we are the one that will plaster it all over social media. If
Sorry,
you notice,
Brother Ben. Yeah,
yes,
sorry.
honey babe.
Someone says she has a green card. My brother has a green card, but he's still a British citizen. He hasn't renounced his British citizenship. So if my brother is still a British citizen and has a green card, she's still a Nigerian citizen. So based on my investigation, she should have got a visa. She didn't. She assumed because she's in America, she doesn't need one. But she's not an American citizen. So I believe she should have done her due diligence. It's not hard to Google and go. I've checked the embassy. So like I said, I don't do it based on emotion. It's very easy to go on an embassy and check. Far as I'm concerned, someone can correct me. She should have got a visa. Is that
Now,
simple? So the green card thing doesn't. I don't know what someone is saying because my brother has a green card. He's still
don't
a
worry,
British citizen.
honey babe. Our job is to educate our people.
I
Don't
understand.
even
It's not hard. People are telling me, like I said, Google it and check for yourself. It's not
uh,
hard.
don't worry, honey babe. Don't even let it get to you what people say. Our job is to educate our people. A lot of people don't know what is happening in Western world, even those that live in Western world. Not all Nigerians or all Africans you see that live in America knows what's going on. I've told you guys here, plenty Nigerians, plenty Africans, they don't go online. All they do is walk. They don't know Jack. I live with them. I live here and I'm telling you, even me that I'm talking to you right now, there are still gazillion things I still don't know. There are things that I will still call people who have lived in America for very long to help me, to put me through. So I get you, honey babe. People, I like the fact that they are putting in the comment. We just have to educate each other, so we'll be on the same page. As far as countries that require visa for visiting, look, people who live in Western world, they are the one who tell cock and bull story to Nigerians pass. When they want to, when Nigerians ask them some questions, instead of them telling Nigerians, oh, this thing I don't really know, but I will find out and get back to you, they won't. They will just tell those people what they feel, what comes to their brain. So please, my brother, my sister, if you are watching this show, the purpose is to learn. Most countries that are visa free are not visa free for Nigerians. And that is the reality. Even in Africa where you are, there are some countries you want to visit in Africa, they will scrutinize the living daylight out of. In fact, just based on the fact that you are Nigerian alone, they go show you shege. You no offended, you not do anything. They don't say, he's a Nigerian. So please, Deola's case is like the case of you have thousands of Nigerians now that are going through the same thing Deola is going through. And that's why I love Adeola, and I so much appreciate her for being vulnerable enough to share that story with us. Many Nigerians won't tell you, I got deported. Oh my God, me, big girl, me that I have huge followership. But she shared that story so Nigerians could learn. And I saw what happened to Adeola, because towards the end of the story, Adeola told us Adeola had been in America for 22 years. on green card. Although she said at one point she took the citizenship exam, everything she passed, she got denied. And it turns out the reason she was denied wasn't her fault. It was some glitches or their own fault or something. And I guess after that, she just feel like, no, forget it, man. Waiting, I even need that for self. I'm cool. Because here is another angle to this. If you are an American green card holder, you have all the benefit of a citizen. It is only when there are some classified jobs that you will apply to, and they will state it categorically that you have to be an American citizen to apply for this job. If you are not applying for those type of job and everything, you won't even know. Because as a permanent resident, you have all the benefits. Nothing differentiates you and anybody. I told you guys, I've lived in America for 8 good years before I applied for American citizenship. And I've been qualified to become American citizen after 3 years of being here. I left Nigeria with green card already. They don't now green card, they approved for me to come. I got to America 2 weeks after I'm in America. I got my social security number. It took about maybe 4th week later, they made my green card to me. And I was balling. I applied for a job, nobody pursued me. I'm doing everything. In fact, they carry my shoulder up. Until when I started having more kids, and when we want to do some things, we are filling some forms, I will say that my wife go feel citizen, my children, they are all citizens. Now only me go still feel say, I'm a Nigerian. Then when I wanted to go and visit Nigeria, because of the insecurity and everything that was going on in Nigeria, I said to myself that, I'm going to be a fool if I should go back to Nigeria without being an American citizen. Because here's the drill. If anything happens while you are in Nigeria, all you got to do is to call the embassy, or you find your way to the embassy, you are safe. You are an American citizen. We all went through Ifunaya's story here. You saw what happened the moment Ifunaya called the embassy. I say, hey, one of your citizens is being maltreated here. What did the embassy did? They swung to action, right? Those are the benefits of being an American. So when I was going to Nigeria, that's when I now carry myself sluggishly. I drag my foot, apply, take the exam, do everything, and then I got my citizenship. In fact, after I watched your last story yesterday, I go back, go check where I put my certificate. The thing still they shine. I even check the photocopy. I say, okay, Nigeria, no matter what. Please, what we are saying here is this. You can live in UK, Europe, Nigeria, American, Canada. If you are not a citizen, you are not a citizen. Because you have permanent stay, you enjoy everything. You can buy a house. You are still not a citizen. If anything should happen, you also what happened in the other story now. May God not let us see. If Kasala boss, America go pick the other husband, pick her children, they go leave her. It is what it is.
Sorry, Brother Ben. The lady that's the 90 days without a visa is correct, but it says, however, all travelers, including green card holders and Honduran nationals, must obtain a Honduras pre-check. This is a mandatory requirement applying to all individuals, regardless of purpose of travel and length of stay. So yes, you can stay for up to 90 days without a visa, but green card holders and other nationals must obtain a Honduras pre-check. Maybe that's what she didn't do.
All right, thank you very much. Did he say UB? Most of the benefits as a US citizen, except to vote, you have to be a citizen to vote in their elections. Yes, UB. That voting is the apparent one. They still have other things that, because we as Africans, we don't even think of going to those places. That is why we don't even know that it's a big deal that we are not citizens. So it's just, if you're a permanent resident, you no different between you and a citizen until situations like this comes up. That's when you go know, say your husband or your wife will be citizen. He get mouth past you. They no recognize you. And your husband or wife no cover you. We also what is happening now with Donald Trump and the ICE deportation thing. See, people who have been in America 30 years, 20, 15. I saw a video of one Oyinbo guy, which day? Is it yesterday or which day? Somebody shared it at the backstage. Lamenting. He has a 6-month-old baby. They deport his wife. So please, if you have to take anything away from today's show, first off, knows that your Nigerian green card, it doesn't worth shit. And it pains me to say this. They pay me. That's why I'm restricting myself from doing Nigerian government content. I know one wahala. I have friends, sister, everybody in Nigeria. Left to me, I go just open my mouth, tell them when I want to tell them, but they are moving mad right now. I don't even want to get involved in their mess. Dear Nigerians, if you are in Nigeria, Nigeria doesn't worth shit. I said it again. It's even worse under Tinubu now. We don't have good reputation. We don't have good image. And again, a lot of people are hating on you as Nigerians. If you live in Western world, if you're in Canada, US, UK, Europe, everywhere, this is my own advice to you. A lot of people don't like you just because you are a Nigerian. You are not a bad person. You have not done anything to them. You not wrong them in any way or manner at all. The only crime you committed is you are a Nigerian. That is the untold story in Adeola's deportation story. That lady in Honduras, she, for no just cause, she's not supposed to even treat them like that. It's just apparent that she probably, maybe like Auntie Grace say, maybe somebody don't offend that lady before. Maybe in Nigeria don't somehow, can't dump her. Like you say, if I see any Nigeria, they go hear them. Even the other said in the vehicle, the officers that were assigned to detain them, that were traveling with them when they are moving from the airport to hotel, the other said they were even telling them that they don't know what came over Madame today. This is not a big deal. People do this all the time. They will come here to join their cruise ship. But we don't know why Madame really do this. So please, for those of you that you are celebrating scammers in Nigeria, those of you that you are celebrating all the bad things that is going on in Nigeria, these are the results. You know, social media has made everybody become opinion takers now. You see people doing bad thing, you they celebrate them. On my channel here, go and check all my channel. One content, that content, they attract traffic well. But I restrain myself from doing that content. That is the FBI list content. Nigerian scammers content. Oh, if you do a now, everybody won't wash. You go bring traffic. But I just say to myself, that money that I'm going to make, I have a channel with almost 50,000 subscribers. That money that I'm going to make from that video, what is it worth? Does that money worth my children going out tomorrow and say, hey, my dad is a Nigerian, and somebody have seen these videos of Nigeria being scammers, Nigerians scamming women, romance scam, Nigerians doing this, Nigerians doing that. So I'm like, I'm not going to do it. Me publishing the content of a Nigerian scammer is me helping people to paint Nigeria blue, black, and red. So rather, let me publish content that put Nigeria in good light. We know what we are dealing with too. That's my final take. Let's just be rounding up now. Auntie Grace, I see you are back, man. Where do you go? Do you want to add anything, Auntie Grace? Hello, ma. Auntie Grace, this studio, but I'm not sure she did hear me. Auntie Grace, you are muted though. Uncle Dio.
Sorry, Uncle Ben. Sorry, I had a call. So okay. Mr. Adaola, if you are talking, go ahead.
No. Go ahead, Sister Grace. Go ahead, man.
Yeah, sorry, I had a call. I was out. So where are we? What do you want me to talk about again?
Yeah, just the what we can do as Nigerians, as Africans, to change this bad reputation and images that is following us wherever we go.
I think, like I said earlier, I think is some of us are behaving okay, but what me and you are doing are not necessarily reflecting what we are as Nigerians. I think it's for our leaders to start presenting us as people who are meaningful, because we are. When it comes to um, personnel, when it comes to labor, when it comes to skills, when it comes to experience, we have everything. How are we being represented? That is what the problem is. So if our leader can change the narration for us, I think the world will see us from a different perspective. It is how we are being presented from our leaders. Because what you are doing, the American whatever will not even see it. What other people are doing right, they won't see it. I know that there are a few or four that are really doing this bad stuff. If our home is good, I don't think people will continue to do those things. So it still boils down to our leaders. And I want to use this opportunity to tell Honey Babe, I wasn't saying what you were saying wasn't right. I wasn't attacking you. What I was saying is that Adeola said she checked. Oversight, maybe what they were looking at was because the husband is American, the children are American. Oversight, she didn't look at whether she needed that visa or not. That was what happened. That's what I was saying. I wasn't saying what you were saying wasn't right. It is right. We need to do our due diligence. Here, Uncle Beno, all we do here is just for people to learn so that that mistake will not continue to happen. Okay? So I wasn't undermining what you were saying at all, Honey Bee. All right? Thank you
Yeah,
so much.
absolutely, man. Absolutely. Yeah, we clarify it already. And
Sister
thank you.
Grace, I appreciate you telling me that. I appreciate you saying that, and I know you wasn't trying to undermine me. It was just a case of getting the right information because
Yeah.
sometimes we don't do. Like I said, I just think it's. I was just trying to obviously make a point that just quickly Google it, and I found out the
Yeah.
information that I needed to do. That's what I did when I went to Mexico. Even as a
Yeah.
British citizen, I was still very unsure if I needed certain visas, and I just double checked. And I'm just saying
Yeah.
that she should have done that. That's all I'm saying. I appreciate you clarifying what you said. Thank you, Sister Grace.
Even we as British citizens, we still need visa to go into America. Don't
I
you get
know
that?
that's the funny thing, Sister
We
Grace.
still
When I
get
went to
that.
Mexico, yeah, when I
Yeah.
went to Mexico, I still checked because I was a bit unsure. You know, do
Yeah.
I still need the visa? And I double
Yeah.
checked. I remember
Yeah.
Cynthia saying it's fine. I'm like, no, CC, let me still double check. And I double
Yeah.
check for my own point of view because me, I don't want to be
Yeah.
disgraced anywhere.
Yeah.
So even as
Yeah.
a British citizen, I don't assume that
Yeah.
that because I'm British, I can access anywhere. I will still double
Anyway.
check.
Yeah.
And I'm just saying
Yeah.
that she should have done the same, even with
I
her
know.
green card. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It might
Okay.
not
Yeah.
necessarily called visa, but there will be a
Yeah,
document
there's
that you are
something. Wait,
required.
there's something
Yeah.
anyway. I just
Yeah.
think that
Yeah. Yeah.
going. I think it's a lesson for all. Regardless of your American, you should
Yeah.
always double check. And as I
Yeah.
said, go on their website and with on the embassy and double check and call them if you're not sure. It's
That's
better
true.
to do that than be disgraced. You know,
That's
that's all
true.
I'm saying. I'm very much about doing your due diligence to avoid certain things.
Yes, I
All
appreciate
right.
that. Thank
All right.
you.
Thank you. Thank you, my
Thank you.
sisters. That's a good
Can I
one.
just say something in terms of the whole leaders? I think personally for me, I think that this is a unique opportunity because with all these tariffs and Nigerians being banned, maybe that's the opportunity for for all these politicians to be forced to stay in Nigeria and deal with what's happening in Nigeria because they are so slippery that they always have this kind of access to their children living abroad and schooling abroad and then themselves going abroad. If they block every avenue for people to leave, the politicians have no choice but to try and do something about Nigeria. So maybe the tariffs, maybe Nigerians being banned left, right, center, that will force the politicians to stay in the country. I personally think that from it's not just about politicians, it's from the when you're born. There's this mindset, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, from the very beginning, there's this mindset that we are entitled. It's normal to always take the easy route, not to do the right thing. That's taught to Nigerians. Well, I'm trying not to generalize. That is taught to me. I get that vibe from the grassroots, from when you're 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And we need to have a re-education of the way, in terms of values, morality, from when you're a child going to adulthood. When you have a change of education in terms of morality, then you get people that are of age that can be in political offices. So I think, yes, get rid of the old guard of politicians, but come down to the grassroots and teach the young people about being ethical, about morality, about not always wanting the shortcut. Because it seems to me that young people today, their errant nature is about, I'm always gonna do the bad thing. I don't want to stand in line. I want to do this. If I want to come to the UK, let me do it the wrong way. Why can't you think about doing it the right way? If you have this upbringing of doing things the right way, Nigeria will change.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
Before you go, Honey Babe, I want to make a little pushback on that because
no problem.
No, you're saying as if Nigerians are not teaching their children the right thing. No.
Okay.
No, nothing like that.
Okay.
In every society, have the good.
Honey Babe, let him just finish. Go ahead, sir.
Yeah.
The good ones, we have the bad ones.
Mr. Dio, your phone is breaking. Oh, you need to adjust your phone. You are going in and out.
Can you hear me now, sir?
Yes, we can hear you well now. Thank you.
As I was saying, I said I want to do major 2 pushbacks. First of all, from what Uncle Beno said and from what Honey Babe said. I'm still on Honey Babe now. What Honey Babe said about our present upbringing as a Nigerian, as if Nigerians are not doing the proper thing to train their children, that they want to kind of take a shortcut. It is not general, please. It may be true to some few extent, but it's not general. Because Nigeria that we are very rooted in culture. And after Nigerian parents teach their children basic morals. Anybody that has lived in Nigeria can even confirm this fact. And after Nigerian teach the basic moral ethics. If any child goes up and decides to go sideways, it's on that child. It's not from the people. It's not from the family. That's
okay. Okay.
But Uncle Beno, you said something about our
Mr. Dai, I don't know what happened to your phone today. It's so hard
yes,
to
it's breaking out. I can't hear.
It's like, are you working or something, sir?
No, I'm just home. I'm just talking.
Okay.
But it's not like before. Something is just doing cuckoo. We really can't hear everything you are saying.
It's my network. I'm sorry. Can you hear me clearly now?
We can hear you. Maybe you go just change position small for where you did. May God deliver us Nigerians from the wahala where we dey face. Network again. Another wahala.
In the last 2 days, you realize that sometimes when I'm talking, when I'm in the studio, towards the end of the program, my phone will just be out. And my network is there, but the thing will just log out. And I wonder why. It is still Nigerian problem. Now, back to the issue.
No problem.
Now, what we are talking about is that in Nigeria, as of today, we are the victim of what few of our bad heads have caused us as a nation. Now, you like kind of a community visa ban on our so-called politicians, that anybody that is a politician, that would have been a good move if only they are all carrying Nigerian passports. But I tell you, more than 80% of them have other countries' passports. Mostly Canada, USA, you name it, they have it. So if a visa ban on Nigerian politicians with green passports, you are on your own. You still escape. That one will work. And they have to buy these documents. They have money to buy this passport of any country, and they easily get it. But it's only the average Nigerian that cannot afford this that is facing the music. Even our religious leaders are facing the worst because bad elements have discussed as pastors, as reverends, as so-called imams are gone ahead to spoil that. If you travel, you say you are a pastor, they will keep you aside, they will search you thoroughly. No more respect for that name, pastor. No more, because they have used that to do a lot of shameless deals all over the world. So we are not because as a nation we are bad, but because of some bad elements that have kind of capitalized on our vulnerability and used it to cause us shame.
Yeah.
And on the political scene, when it comes to election, Sister Grace mentioned it. Nigerians are not celebrating sacrifice. Now, this is the pushback that I have on your own case, sir. We are not celebrating sacrifice. I mean, we are not celebrating bad people, because you think that we celebrated that Nigerians celebrate all these bad eggs and we put it on the net. No, every bad politician, every kind of 419 people that you see being celebrated on the net, they are being celebrated by their own sacrifice, not by Nigerians. Nigerians don't celebrate them. Unfortunately, the loudest one, and people that are the loudest is what the people we see on the net.
Uncle Dayo, let me quickly point out something there. You said the people who are celebrating them are the sycophants. Those sycophants, are they not Nigerians?
What I'm saying is that you make it sound as if Nigerians generally celebrate them. Nigerians don't celebrate them. That's what I'm saying. I'm not. They are not.
Dayo,
to say that.
I defend my statement. Okay. The reason I say Nigerians celebrate them is this. You know, sometimes they will say silence is equals to approval. You see somebody doing bad thing, you don't call it out. What are you doing? You are approving it. That's the biggest problem we have in Nigeria. Right now, Tinubu government is failing like say tomorrow no day. Many of us, where we be from Tinubu side, where we be from the West, we can't call it out, except for few people. Because our person. The same goes to the North. When Buhari was there, Boko Haram rampage in everything. How many Northerners call Buhari out? No. Anybody will call him out, that person is an enemy. Those people that keep quiet, when the person will call them out, that they attack that person, who then be? We are all part of it, my brother. The same goes to the East. It's Nigerian problem. That's why I said Nigerians. Until we get to a place where we start to call out our own brother, our own sister, our own younger one, we start cautioning them when they are supporting bad things, the country will not fix itself. I've always believed that. I've always seen it that the way Nigerians roll, we be like, we just stay for one corner. Say, hey, somebody go come somewhere, come fix this thing for us. Let me just look. And that's what I say all the time. And that's why I said, for me, I don't even want to talk about Nigeria issue again. You know, before come here that we'll discuss. But when I look at it, it's a waste of time, a waste of saliva.
Uncle
because
Beno.
the best way they're close to you.
Yeah.
When they're close to you. When not say, okay, let me give you a quick example. When all the killings that happened in Benue, when President Tinubu won't go visit Benue, there is that circular that that was flying around where they say they are calling on all the registered support group. Sorry, I have to move to a little bit Okuda to say this. So when they say they are calling on all the registered support group, who do you think are that support group? When you check, some of the people, when they buy their people, so they are part of that support group. We won't go line for road. We won't go stand shoulder to shoulder. The president is coming. Baba, we have deeper problems, sir. So when I say Nigerians, it's not all Nigerians, but that is our character. That's what I mean when I said Nigerians. That is what we represent to the rest of the world. If not for the likes of Davido, Burna Boy, and all those few celebrities that are making positive impact abroad, and thanks to majority of us that we live in diaspora, that's so far so good. Even though it's stressful, even though we are paying bills through our nose, we stick to working hard and doing the right thing. Those are the few people who are giving Nigeria bad rep. But when they look at Nigeria collectively, they treat us as Nigerians. So, Uncle Dayo, I said Nigerians because when you not talk, You don't address anything. You know, say your friend, he go collect 10,000 naira or 5,000 with one sachet of beans and rice. He go vote for the wrong person. And you know, if you tell that your friend, one on the street together, say, Jimo, I don't believe you can do this. With everything we go through, they give you 10,000 naira and And Jimo will tell you, this one got too much now. At least the 10,000. And you don't call Jimo out there and say, Olori Brukunie. You are part of the problem. You can't call Jimo out, but you can call Buhari, you can call Tinubu, you can call all these politicians. That is our problem that I'm talking about, Uncle Dayo. No verse. I just want to explain why I said Nigerians.
The thing is this.
Can I say something? Oh, do you want to respond?
Let him finish. Let him finish, please.
Okay.
My dear brother, thank God I live here. And I know some things that you will not be opportune to know. Likewise, as you know some things I may not know. I will tell you, it's only about 20% truth. Let me explain why. In Nigeria today, in fact, in Nigeria of the last 4 or 5 years that I'm still living in, when they come to distribute anything, people will take it, but vote their conscience. And if you're talking about calling people out, let me tell you something clear.
Uncle Dayo, you said something. You said when they come to distribute something, people will take it and they will still vote their conscience.
I'm telling you, no, some people still take it and they still vote their conscience.
Uncle Dayo, that is the problem. They are not supposed to take it in the first place. That is how, you see, that taking it is you stamping ringing.
Exactly. Why would you take it in the first place?
That gives them the opportunity. Okay, maybe time don't go this for another day. I think. No, not at all. Go ahead, sir.
You will see it on newspaper. You see it on social media. They will line up people, poor women, poor elderly people in the villages. They will go and be giving them stuff. They'll do that. I'm not denying that. But what I'm telling you is that even that they do is not what gives them power to come into being.
I don't think you're getting what we're saying. Why would you? It's about, you can't. My issue is this year. You shouldn't be bribing someone for your vote. That is, and you shouldn't be taking it.
Percentage of those people that are being given something to vote, they are not up to 10% of people that vote. Most people do not vote because they are already part of the system.
No problem.
So can I respond? And then I'll kind of leave it for everybody. I think can I just say something? Yeah. All I want to quickly say is that, let me tell you, I know someone that came into this country and overstayed. Yeah, that's an example. I know there's other countries, we're talking about Nigerians. Most Nigerians, and I stand on this, would rather find an illegal way. Look at the COS issue, the sponsorship. It's mostly Nigerians that will pay someone to do it. Why don't you come? And that's why I'm saying it's the morality. It doesn't occur to anybody to do it the right way. You know, apply for a visa, do your due process and come into the country legally. Most people will come, overstay. They will come through COS. When you have no job, you will pay thousands or millions or whatever it is, naira, to someone in Nigeria, knowing that it's illegal, knowing it's not the right thing to do. And it's like I said, I'm not going to generalize, but most Nigerians don't even think, oh, maybe this is not the right thing to do. Maybe I should do it the right way. Yes, there's a lot of Nigerians that do it properly, but there's also a portion of Nigerians that the average Nigerian doesn't want to do the right thing. And for anyone to deny that, it doesn't make sense to me. Our morality when it comes as a people is not correct. And we need to take accountability for that. So there's no point deceiving ourselves and denying that there's a proportion of Nigerians that they will always look at the issue with the senator and the kidney or lung. Look, the average Nigerian was telling me, if it was me, I would do it. So you would take someone else's child's body parts to save your own child. The average Nigerian said yes. I remember arguing with my cousin. He said, what's the big deal? That's an average Nigerian, someone close to me. And that's the mindset of Nigerians. And that's what we're talking about. We need to change this selfish, entitled mindset.
Yeah. Thank you, Honey Babe. I have to let you go now. Honey Babe, you have really bring it 100 today. Thank you very, very much. Because of my time, I have to leave here in the next like 5 minutes, so I got to let you go. Thank you, Honey Babe. I
No
love you.
problem. Thank you.
Yeah. Auntie Grace, your final
Yeah.
take, man.
Yeah, I can hear everybody's perspective. It is easier said than done. Where are we coming from? Who are the people we are addressing? What is their understanding of whatever that is going on? You see this distribution of food. Somebody who hasn't been able to eat 1 square meal is having maybe 10 kilos of rice, they will definitely take it. My problem is, like Mr. Dio said, they will take it, they will still vote for whoever. They might not actually vote for whoever. They might not even vote. They are taking this thing because they are hungry. It's like a bird in hand. I don't have food. There's food at my door. Should I say no? They might not even vote. And at the same time, even whether you vote, you don't vote, like I said earlier, because they keep rigging the election. Things has to be done. We need to start talking about this thing. Like Uncle Beno said, don't take it. We can tell them not to take it, but if they are hungry, we can't force them not to take it. That's another thing.
But Auntie Grace,
It's
that
true,
one where they take, it go stop them from not being hungry tomorrow.
It will know that is their understanding. There was something that they put at the backstage today. I said there were too many messages. I don't know where to start from. The woman was talking about my husband never kissed me and whatever. I'm like, whom do you blame? The woman wanted to vent, but she didn't know that wasn't the right place. Why didn't that pastor call them and say, what is going on in your marriage? And then listen to them, advise them on what to do. People just don't think without even knowing the implications. Because of their background, because of their understanding.
Ah,
Me
man.
and you will not take it because we are not hungry, we are not looking for rice and chicken. But they are looking for it. But if we keep talking about it, maybe they will understand. I'm telling you, the majority of them will take it. They will take it because they are hungry. It is the situation that they found themselves in that country.
May
I
God
feel
help us.
yeah.
May God help us.
May God help us.
Thank you, Auntie Grace. Is today's Thursday or Friday? Say, wait till be today. Today or Thursday?
Today is Thursday.
The way I won't make the time fast. Today go work, they tire me. I won't make my off day quick, they reach. Hey, God.
I know. Me, I've been on holidays. I'm going back to work tomorrow.
Hey, Mr. Grace, the thing, when I remember, I said, I'll still go work today, go work tomorrow. Now, my mind just spoiled. No. Say, oh, God. I wish I can just fold my hand, just fold my leg. When they just they put money for my account, just they send me food.
Exactly, but we got to pay our bills. We got to pay. If Nigerians are working to pay their bills, they won't take free rice and gari, my brother.
Abi. But we can't get there now since we Nigerians are enablers. I'm sorry. Uncle Dayo, I will get your final take. But thank you, Auntie Grace. We
Thank you
appreciate
so
you,
much.
man. Thank you very,
Have
very
a good day at work. Yeah, bye.
Yes,
Yeah,
ma'am.
bye.
Thank you, man. All right. Oh, Mr. Dayo, your final take, because this thing is that Nigerians, we are enablers. We are the one enabling the politicians to spoil everything for us. And now everybody is camping to survive on their own. Therefore, crime and corruption has become a lucrative measure. Mr. Dayo, this at all. I don't know whether you are using or not. The thing gets too much.
The network that messed me up for today. Are you hearing me clearly now?
Yeah, we can hear you, but we can see you that. Just give us your final take. Just summarize your final take, sir.
See this clearly, okay? Nigerians are responsible for what we are today. But my bit is that when we are talking, let us not generalize as if the whole of the nation is bad. By the grace of God, I am an admin of about 20 platforms. Scholar, political. I'm a secretary of my CDA. I'm secretary of our own neighborhood association, and I know all these things. People talk. You need to see what people are saying on the platform about this present government. People are talking and they're really venting, and they're really kicking these things. I'm not talking from a perspective. I'm talking from a general perspective of what I know as a Nigerian living in Nigeria as of today. You people there may know this, but because our voice is not loud there, or it's not on the internet like every other people that are talking and saying things, or that are not saying things, you cannot be able to see it. But what I'm saying is that it only pains me that when you're making your own explanations and you are like generalizing it upon every other person that this is what we are, and we know that it's not so, we can always say it's not so. I said that for our own fault. No doubt about that. Nigerians are behind all these issues, but we are getting better, we are getting wiser, and we are getting smarter. Just watch it. Very soon, everything will be revealed better than this. Thank you.
Uncle Dayo, for the first time, you speak like a politician. Oh, that's our Uncle Dayo, man. Thank you, everyone. We really appreciate you, sir. Thank you for always being here to help us make it make sense. Thank you very, very much. I got to go. We have another fantastic show for you guys tomorrow. Thank you, Uncle Dayo. Nezeville, my beautiful sister Nezeville, and one of her top subscribers, they be one get bars both on the video she made about you, May, and Yinka, as well as Nick Edochie. But no big bass boss anyway. The thing is that Nezivi made a statement within a context in that video. So one of her subscribers called it out in the comment. The subscriber said she get it wrong. I wanted us to talk about it, but you know the way we roll here, we always shows evidence. I saw that thing yesterday when I was at work, and I said I'm going to take a screenshot so that by the time we want to address it, I can show you guys receipt. Nezeville pinned that comment, but by the time I woke up this morning, she unpinned it and she deleted the comment. I don't blame her. If you are into this YouTube thing, you know that when some comment want to bring back both, you delete it so that it will end it. But she said this stuff in the video. I'm still going to play that part, and I want us to deliberate on it. Maybe we can do that tomorrow. It's a very good conversation because it's had to do with men and marriage. The statement Nezivi made was that men are programmed to be selfish. If you watch Nezivi video, the one she published yesterday, she published part 2 today. Go and listen very well. I get the context she's coming from, and you know Nezivi is very thorough. That's why I like her so much. I respect her so much. She's still like my number one storyteller because she will analyze it from, she's a barrister, and she's also going to use her own legal mind to at least educate people. But that particular statement was catching fire under that video. And I think she quickly did what you have to do if you are operating a platform that draw attention of people from all over the world. The thing won't get out of hand. So Nezeville was talking about Yul Edochie and May, his wife. She played some video that I really love. And because Yul Edochie was not available most of the time, and May was the one raising the kids, and a lot of men are into that too. They are doing a lot of work and everything, and they may not be available at home. So within the video, she mentioned emotional non-availability. And furthermore, if you want to go and check what I'm saying so that you will have an idea of what we are discussing tomorrow, go to 60 minutes of that video, the one she posted yesterday about Link and Yinka. Go to 60 minutes. That's where she made that comment that men are programmed to be selfish, that everything men does is all about them first. That when men do tough job, when they do everything, behind all the effort is to elevate the man's image. In the video, she did not put it like that. So she just put it like, as she was analyzing, she was just like, men are programmed to be selfish. So that man caught it and called it out in the chat, in the comment. So the man was like, no, Nezeville, you got this particular one wrong. Men are not selfish. Most men take risk. They do dangerous job just because they want to provide for their family. So if they are doing dangerous job, everything, if they walk far away from home, it's not because of their selfish interest that they are doing it. They are doing it for their family. So Nezevi came back under that comment and said the guy missed the context of what she's doing. Then she repeated it again in the comment that generally men are wired to be selfish in most things that they do. And honestly, I just feel like, this one could be a good conversation because I disagree with that. So we're going to talk about that tomorrow if you want to join in. Now, don't get me wrong. Nezebel always produce fantastic video, and she research her materials very, very deeply. I am not bringing that topic for anybody to drag out. I'm not in support of others of rubbish, no. But I just wanted to bring the conversation here so that maybe if we look at it within the context of our ongoing series, how to be a high-valued married man. So I wanted to bring that topic so both men and women, we can consider it together and maybe we can begin to appreciate each other better. I know a lot of friends that do. There is this thing where it's, look, if you live in Niger Delta, there are some hydro engineers. If you see under condition that these folks are working, go wonder them. I know men here who drive trucks. They don't stay home. Some of them are doing OTC over the road. Some of them will travel all over America. They might only come home and stay maybe 1 week in a whole month. And they are doing all that so they can take care of their children. In Nigeria, I know a lot of men that will leave home 4:30 in the morning just to go and work, traffic, everything. And they won't be back until like 9 p.m. at night. And yet, 4:30 the next day, they are going again. All over the world, men are busting their asses, including myself. I know how much work I do myself, how many run around and everything. And I know there are many brothers like that that are taking that risk. The underlying reason why men do all that is because we want to take care of our family. So sometimes, my dear sisters, when we make some of these statements, we have to be careful. When you just say, behind all that hustle, all those things that the man is doing is self-interest. That there is a selfish interest that he hit home somehow. Now, some people came under the comment and they also argued that, what about men? No, another guy came. I think that one don't even know what he's saying. Another guy now came and said, the kind of work that men are doing, women will not take that risk. Like, why would you say men are selfish? And I look at that one too. I frowned at it like, did you know the amount of work some women are doing? Did you know some women are handling more than they can chew? So, please, we're going to have that conversation tomorrow. Join us if you can, Real Fam. Go and watch that video so you can have adequate knowledge and you will know how to relate where we're having that conversation. To round up this one here, no, start. I'm just prepping people. Sister Chinye, you say you agree with her. Well, I'm actually Lola. We go dagger here. Look, you say, man, I never start the show. I just have to let you guys know what we are coming to do tomorrow. So everybody will go prepare. May the sisters, may them go prepare and the brothers go prepare. Well, on our Adeola story, the lesson we want you to take away from today's show, and thank you to Sister Grace, Uncle Dayo, and my honey babe for their contribution. The lesson we want you to take away is that Nigerian passport don't do shit. It doesn't mean anything. We have a collective problem as Nigerians. And please, if you are in UK, London, Canada, US, and you are living on permanent resident card, go and become a citizen. If you know you are not a citizen and you want to travel, do your due diligence. Okay? Do your due diligence. Okay? Don't just hop on a plane and say you are traveling. And to give my sister Adeola grace, I always preach grace here. Under the circumstances that Adeola was traveling, even majority of us will not have to say, let us check visa status. She already went through a lot. And especially women, if women are doing something and rain, they beat them, sun, they beat them, they won't really care that much. But once their children are involved, that thing they mess with women mind and brain. Even men too get affected. Her kids were also involved in all this drama. Driving when tornado they go on, being denied entry into a cruise ship because you are a Nigerian green card holder, forgetting laptop and your passport for something you have planned for a whole year, having 46 people on a cruise ship that came to celebrate, to mark your birthday. They are already there waiting for you to hop in. And now you have to drive home. And now even the hotel they went to, all that things happened there. Then out of the blues, they now decided, you know what? We can actually catch this cruise in Honduras. Now you wake up, clothes no day. She said they have to go to Walmart to go and even buy clothes so they can change. Walmart no be better place to go buy clothes. I'm sorry to say, apology to my Americans. But we Africans, we Nigerians, Walmart clothes no be clothes. But they have to go to Walmart to go buy clothes just to change. So much is already going on. And like I said, when you live in America for too long on a green card, you begin to equate yourself to American citizen. You won't even know that you are not a citizen. You begin to be, I'm America. You got to declare America. This is our country. This is our country. This is my country. I'm an American. Nah, lie. So please, the lesson is this. Do your due diligence. Shout out to my honey babe. Always verify where you are going. If you carry a Nigerian passport, Nigerian passport doesn't mean shit. I'm sorry. It hurt me to say it, but we have to say it. Nigerian passport is as useless as white paper. The only time it has value is when you are able to secure a visa in it and you are traveling with it. And even when you get to your point of entry, they are still going to ridicule you because you carry that green passport. Why am I saying this? I'm not saying it to drag Nigeria. It's pay me, it hurt me saying this right now. I'm just saying it for us to know that we have a lot of work to do. You see, we all know Uncle Dayo. Uncle Dayo know the verse for here. Uncle Dayo always break things down. But you can see that even this topic, as we discuss them, it gets they even affect Uncle Dayo small. That's to tell you that we still have patriotic Nigerians. We have Nigerians who are proud of being Nigerians. But these few people, they've messed us up. Our reputation is not good. It's not good. I have never stolen anything from anybody before. I have never scammed anybody in my life. I believe in my hard work. And that is the way millions of Nigerians are. But yet, when people still see me, they say, oh, he's a Nigerian. So please, let's educate one. Educate your sister, educate your brother, educate your friend. When you see them supporting bad behavior in Nigeria, shut that shit down. Your children will travel tomorrow. All our children, by the power of Almighty God, they will go to places that we can't get to. Higher places. If you think because right now you don't have any hope of traveling out of Nigeria and you are enabling the nonsensical behavior that all these stupid, I don't call them leader, I call them political jobbers. None of them is a leader. If you are enabling them, you give them rank a day. My person. Now they have, okay, don't let me just go too far. We have a problem. Stop enabling rubbish. I see all the comment left today. Shout out to AB. I appreciate you. I really can't read all the comment, but what I would do, after I end this show, I will not close the chat so that I can take screenshot and I can come back and do a follow-up show to read all the comment. Thank you, Cool Mama. Thank you, Dr. Adama. Thank you, all the new guests we have here today. Thank you, G Travels. God bless you. I see all your comment. I see everybody. Sister Natu, Houston. Sister Natu is coming. Be ready. Be ready. Sister Natu gonna be in Houston. Please turn out for her event. If you check our community post on this channel, you're gonna see the flyer. Sister Natu is going to Houston for exhibition. So please, let's show up. Let's come and support our own. God bless you, Sister Marriott, for always being here and helping us make it make sense. So please, my people, if una verse, make una no to verse. We are all Nigerians and we are concerned about Nigeria. We want Nigeria to be a better place. But hailing all these bad leaders, praising them, hyping them, won't fix Nigeria. I've told you guys multiple times, I don't have any problem with Tinubu. In fact, when it comes to strategy and everything, Tinubu is actually one of those people that I admire a lot. But when it comes to governing and all this, his administration, everything, Tinubu disappoints me, and you will never see me supporting him in anything. But at the same time, we Nigerians, we have ourselves to blame on multiple occasions too. We don't call out what we are supposed to call out. It's like we are not ready. Tinubu is 2 years into his administration. There is propaganda. There is so much going on now for 2027. This is 2025. Where is the time to focus on the concerns of the people when everything now is all about 2027? Everybody is being bought now. People are being canvassed, and all the greedy, stupid your governors, you see all of them jumping to APC now. Are those the people you are calling leaders? They are not leaders. They are political jobbers. And we Nigerians, we have our problem too. Everybody want to blame Mr. President. Oh, Tinubu. Your governor, have you called your governor out? Your local government chairman, uncle? Did you question how they are spending money? Nigeria is rotten right now, I'm sorry to say. And this Adeola story just kind of open everyone's eyes. If there is one Nigerian that I think shouldn't have gone through this, Adeola is that one Nigerian. She has following, she's a celebrity, she's famous. Everything about Adeola is on the internet. Just a 10-minute journey. She flew from America to Honduras to cash up her cruise ship. 10 minutes from the airport. But that woman stood right there. The immigration boss said, "Lie, I will detain you people." She even said they put them in a hotel, 2 different suits. They separate the husband, they separate the wife. They went through hell in Honduras. Ordinary Honduras. Ordinary Honduras. I've said it here one time before. Apology to all my sisters and brothers from South American. I always said it. A trip to Jamaica, it doesn't trip me. I can pay for it. Oh, let people go and enjoy. But if you see me take a trip to Jamaica, may you know say somebody there will drag me go. I don't count that to be anything. What is in Jamaica? What is in all those countries? Nigeria is way better than many of those countries. Yes, I said it. And I said it unapologetically. Nigeria has more fancy places, more resort, beautiful places. I would rather go to Nigeria for a vacation than head to South America. To do what? But yet, Honduras, if you see them, I'll go find some of their videos, show you. Then they suffer. Nothing. There is nothing about that country. But ordinary Honduras, just one officer, just wanted to run mad just because she's a Nigerian. I'm sorry. I don't care. Nothing intrigues me about South American. I'm not saying that to negate people who go there for vacation. No, they have a lot of beautiful resorts where the cash cruise, the cash run, everything. No, I'm just saying for me personally, to go vacation for Jamaica and all those places with $2,000, you are balling safe. But I don't see anything there. The way one impress me, say I won't go see. Rather, I would rather go to Tanzania. go to Zambia, go to Kenya, visit South Africa, go to Nigeria, go to Ghana for vacation. We Africans, we have to do better. Let's start appreciating our own thing. Those places where you visit them for vacation, you are just giving them money that you can give to Africa. You are just giving it to them. Their economy is even terrible. There is nothing about them. And just to let you know, based on this Adeola story, this should be an eye-opener for all Nigerians. When you go to those countries, except for a few individuals who are here in United States, and many of them, not all of them, still have it at the back of your mind that not everybody likes you. They like you if you're an American. But the moment they see that you are a Nigerian, even some people, they vex when they hear say you are a Nigerian American, a British Nigerian. Some of them, they vex to even hear that. Oh, look at his stupid ass. He left his country and come to America, and now he became a citizen and is claiming America. You are not American. Go back to your country. They say that shit all the time. I've lost count of how many times people don't tell me, say, go back to your country. I don't even they pay attention to that. Because even me too, I like my country in the first place. Please, fellow Nigerians, let us do better. Learn from Adeola's experience. Thank you very, very much. Twintade, thank you for a fantastic job you are doing. B-Flex, I see you. B-Flex, I see you. They throw punch for there. They do. Tell them Uncle Dayo. These people that don't live here, they won't understand. We don't have to live in Nigeria to understand what is going on. Nobody want to do the right thing. Everybody just see the wrong thing as the thing now. The other time when Tinubu and in Akpabio led Senate, when they started promoting the idea that anybody that doesn't come out to vote, you will go to jail. Do you people understand the rationale behind that thinking? Why would Tinubu and the Senate and everybody, why would they start that propaganda? Let us promote a bill. Anybody that don't come out to vote, they will go to jail. Do you know why they want that? Because if you know how politics works, they need your vote to ring. And as it is right now, for APC, I'm sorry to say, even if you look deep down, if you do the political calculation, APC and the president, they already lost the knot. Now, the knot be where they easily rig before. They already lost the knot. And when you come to the east, you come to the south, you go to the west, we are divided too. Not be everybody now like APC and the president's government. So now they are strategizing. Oh, if we can get east, west, south, if we can figure a bill, if we can threaten them, we are going to jail them. They will come out and vote en masse. Okay, even if we threaten them, if they come out, we cannot increase the number, So that northern people, whatever vote they have, we will have more numbers from here, and we will say we win. But the politicians knew they failed Nigerians. They know they don't deliver. I saw a video the other day. Some people were going around with buses, with Tinubu poster. They were tearing that poster, destroying everything. They already know they are doing political permutation. Look, say they never lost time for ringing now. Hey, man, you be. Now make them lost with you. Well, they're not going to lose. I'm sorry. We may have that conversation during our political roundtable, but I don't see Tinubu no won't lose that election. All they have to do is to bring a sachet of beans, sachet of rice, sachet of water, and maybe 2,000 naira. When they spread that now begin sing different song. Now be say, but he try you. He built 30-kilometer Lagos coastal road. He try you. Just the way he built Lagos, he's building Nigeria. But he try you. Now wait till I begin sing. Sachet gari, sachet beans, 2,000 naira. Case close. Now go take una hand, carry una voter's card, give them for hand. Okay, you don't bring my 5,000, take my voter's card. So when I forget that shit. That's why I don't stress myself about it anymore. No time to yarn about it. Tinubu go win the election. He will be there till 2031. The only way he may not win the election is if you people rally around Peter Obi. And right now, they are already attacking Peter Obi. You heard that they destroyed Peter Obi's brother's house or factory or whatever recently, right? They are already... The only person they are afraid of right now in Nigeria is Peter Obi. Take it anywhere. That's my own assessment. They have bought everybody. Shena Rufai, now you were what be that guy name? That Northern man, El Rufai, or what's his name? The one that speak from both mouth, the one that actually came out and carried Tinubu on his shoulder. Is that the one you think people will listen to now, or is it Atiku? Is it Atiku that is not ready? That is running for the fact that he just got money? Just tell me who they there? Who won't really face Tinubu? Who will beat Tinubu in this election? That's the problem with us Nigerians. And that's why I kept saying we need to move with strategy. If you want to cut the president out, if you want to, not only president itself, the president is even trying, in my opinion, yourself. Your governors are the real crazy ones. If you have to go after your governors, your grassroots leaders, go after them. Forget about the president. Tinubu will win the next coming election. The only person that can shake him is Peter Obi, and they've already gave Peter Obi too much headache now that I don't even know how that man still the waka safe. They are attacking everything around him. They destroy his party. Labour Party is gone. Waiting, they don't do for that guy again. You have this one that is running his mouth like Akpere from UK. He called himself Reno. You saw the interview that one did? You saw how that one moved from support. He started by supporting Peter Obi. He moved from supporting Peter Obi to Atiku. He castigated Tinubu himself. Now he did a 360 degree. He's now supporting Tinubu. Guys, me, I know you like to deceive myself. PBAT is winning 2027 election. Make una hear word. All you have to do is figure how to hold the blockers of your governors, your senators, your reps, your local government chairman. Tinubu has not done anything terrible like that. Is it not disbursing money every month? Did you hear any governor call Tinubu out and say Tinubu did not give them the allocation, or any local government? I know you people don't want to hear this kind of conversation because everybody just hate Tinubu. Go and bring angel from heaven to rule Nigeria. If you don't call out the right set of people, you're still going to get the same result. Is Tinubu not disbursing money every month? Your chief security officer, now Tinubu won't go pursue Boko Haram. Is he not giving the military money? No, tell me now. What is Tinubu not doing right now? The only thing is that we Nigerians, we don't like to call out who we are supposed to call out. We like to just attack that person way there on top. No, it doesn't work like that. Those of us that live in Western world, now we even worse. We live in America, we live in US, we live in UK, we live in Canada. We saw how all the government agencies are working. We saw how governors, mayors, we see all of them are working. But when it comes to Nigeria, I don't see anybody where they are abroad or anywhere. Go to our platform, everything. Tinubu. Again, listen, I'm not saying this in support of Tinubu, but I'm just telling you that he can't be everywhere. So far, he's disbursing money to states. He's not owing anybody. The only thing you can hold Tinubu blockers for is insecurity. That is not firing anybody. Another thing you can hold him for is corruption. Because everybody is doing godfatherism now. Baba Sokwe, that's the regime we are. Baba Sokwe. Almost all the law enforcement agency top ranks, they have to ask, what is the order from above? Yeah, this politician, he had just stole 7 billion now. We just find out, we have all the evidence. But what is the order from above? Can we go and arrest him? Has Baba say something? Has Baba say we should arrest him? Hey, you will see the head of this agency, we call another head of agency. I'm supposed to go and carry this Mr. Islaiman to now. This Uncle Jide, I'm supposed to go and arrest him now, but this Uncle Jide was in the same rally with the president last month. Oh, he was in another way. I don't know. Can I go and arrest him? What will the president say? That's all that is going on. So, when you talk of tackling corruption, tackling insecurity, that is where I blame Tinubu. But when it comes to delivering dividends of democracy, those your governors and local government chairman and everything, those are your problems. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I hope we learn one or two things from today's show. The only Sister Chi here, I see you don't do bad both there. I know Sister Chi here, Abi. But once we go home, we become total opposite. It's so effing disgusting. I see it all the time. I have a lot of amazing brothers that have platforms that discuss politics all the time. But whenever I go there, I hear people living in the US, living in UK, not stating the fact. All they want to do is either they are defending Tinubu or they are criticizing Tinubu. Show me one country where one president can satisfy everybody in that country. If it is Peter Obi, I will say the same thing. I'm not saying this because, oh, now Yoruba man. No, I've told you, Peter Obi is my candidate. But let us look inward. Thank you, everybody. Cool, Mama. Thank you. I'll see you all tomorrow. Please, just take away today's lesson. When you want travel, do your research. Don't go enter country where they go detain you, where they go deport you. Imagine Honduras, they deport person. Honduras, they deport person. Hey. Village people, they.